Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Deadfire with me, Bring It On. Let's continue our conversation with Director Castle.
You know, I wish you'd been around a year back. We would have left the Royal Deadfire Company in the dust. Now then, did you have a reason for coming by?
About the bathhouse job.
Yes? Something you need?
Actually, I wondered about something else. Castle nods, regarding you thoughtfully. I have some questions for you.
I'll answer what I can, of course.
Tell me more about the Vallian Trading Company.
If this is a ploy of some kind, it's charmingly direct.
We're all friends here.
Maya lifts her brow and waits.
Was there something specific you wanted to know?
How did the company start?
It was established in 2708, after the Deadfire's wealth of resources became apparent. The first of the company's directors, Farah Batteret, was granted authority to gather those resources in the name of the Vallian republics. There was no Kahanga tribe of note then, really. No Queen Onakaza, to be sure. Our chief competitors at the time were the Adirans. Much as with the Deerwood, the Empire couldn't maintain a foothold. We didn't discover the properties of Luminous Adra until a couple of years ago, but the company's successes in the region predate that by quite some time.
What are the company's interests in the Deadfire?
Chiefly Luminous Adra. There are various mining interests among the investors as well, but the Luminous Adra trade has taken priority. But the company has also funded advancements in the field of animancy. The Deadfire holds numerous Nguithan ruins. And unlike the Deerwood's Glenfarthens, the Huana take no great offense if we go digging through the past.
How does the Vallian Trading Company get along with other groups in Nekataka?
Oh, relations with the Huana have been peaceful for the most part. Onakaza's work uniting the tribes has certainly made negotiations more feasible. A few outlying tribes are still openly hostile towards us. As for the Royal Deadfire Company, I think it's safe to say we are competitors. Whatever plans they have for the Deadfire, our outposts seem to be in the way. The pity of it is that under friendlier circumstances, we might have appreciated Rawatai's support against the Principe. As it stands, they sink our ships as often as the pirates.
I'd like to ask about something else.
Yes? I'll answer what I can, of course.
Tell me more about the Animancers.
Flaune Alette is my main point of contact, to be honest. Apart from a few special appointments, she selected her own assistants. A talented group to a one. I find them painfully young at times. Alette has always been a firebrand. She rubbed a few people the wrong way back in the Republics, which gave me the opportunity to offer her a place here, on an island paradise.
What's your interest in animancy?
Yes. I've never had the best of luck explaining. It's easier to say it's the future and leave it to the imagination. Everything the Luminous Adra powder can do, the rejuvenating effects, the energy, is no more than a pleasant side effect for the shareholders. But the truth is, this research could propel us ahead decades. We tangle with the fabric of the soul. Imagine if we could better ourselves as easily as we mend a battered hull. If we could transport ourselves leagues and leagues away in a moment. It's the potential of the thing. I wish everyone could see it.
What do you make of the Huana?
The people? They are pleasant enough, very welcoming. Superstitious, of course. Ignorant of a lot of what occurs beyond their territory. That said, Nekataka is certainly beautiful, isn't it? Ak, I much prefer to be posted here than some little fishing village. And the Queen certainly strikes an impressive figure. There are a great many legends about her. I suspect a few are even true.
I'd like to know more about you.
Me? I suppose that's fair. I know a great deal about you, after all. I've worked for the company a long time. Before that, I managed a family business. A merchant, you might say. I like to think I have a good eye for talent. Talent and opportunity. That's all any venture needs. I suppose it caught the Sangreta Mea Compressor's attention. I was assigned here.
You didn't volunteer.
No. The Sangreta, it has free rein in such matters. That I was appointed director means that they had faith I would be the most effective choice. It is an honor one does not refuse.
Castle inclines his head, smiling thinly. I see.
So nothing too interesting, I'm afraid. Unless you have an interest in Vallian law.
What can you tell me about Governor Alvari?
Alvari? Appointed by the council, that one. To be honest, I know very little about her. Certainly a competent woman when it comes to short-term goals. There are rumors she started out on a ship, a deckhand if you believe it. Quite the climb from humble beginnings.
That's all for now. Director Castle inclines his head, smiling pleasantly.
Now then, was there something you needed?
Farewell.
Keeping an eye out.
On it.
We have read that before. And that. And it doesn't count as stealing. This does.
Yeah?
Oh, got an achievement. Explosives Expert.
What do you need?
You were saying? You were saying? Still as a pond. Captain? Captain?
Ado, Watcher. I'm not sure what to make of this report from Elet. The Beast of Winter. Is this meant to be some kind of metaphor?
Alesha mutters to herself, scratching away at the parchment with her pen.
What can I do for you today, Watcher?
Can I ask you some questions?
I can spare a few moments.
What's Castel's story?
Oh, him. Good family. Sensible. Big plans for the Deadfire he has. Big, expensive plans.
What do you think of Alvari?
She's nice, no? A little intense, maybe. She gets results. Always to the letter.
I'm listening. Aye, aye. Ishi. Quiet
Yeah?
time. Your orders? Viewers, let's go.
Some more easy loot. Let's go check in with Alvari as well. See if she has any new dialogue.
Welcome back. Is there something else you wish to discuss?
I had some questions for you.
Please, go ahead.
What do you think of Castel?
I have the utmost respect for Director Castle. He made his fortune of peculiar little investments as a younger man. Our investors must have sensed their kindred spirit, no? I think the pressures of leadership are starting to wear on him, poor man. Very well. Anything else?
If nothing else, Castle does seem sincere. Before we go turn in Maya's quest, I'm gonna visit a merchant and sell the junk that we have.
Whoever said a good pair of boots will last a lifetime never spent a year at sea. What'll it be today? Of course.
It's been a little while since we've been at a merchant. A little while indeed. With this newfound wealth, let's go ahead and upgrade Palagina's sword. Oh, I'm missing Adraban. We're gonna grab Blade Form. Minus 2% recovery time, stacks 10 times on scoring hit. I guess we do Superb for now. Was it still 60,000 even? So there's really no reason to upgrade to Superb if it still costs the same amount. Because then you spend 90,000 versus just 60,000 upgrading it.
Speak for aye aye.
Good to know. I'm only upgrading Palagina's right now because I know that her weapon I'm going to take through to the end of the game. The only other companion that I'm sure about right now is Jody with her sickle and lantern. Let's swing by some shops in Pariki's Overlook to see if we can find some Adraban.
This far,
Maya scratches the back of her head.
This is where we part ways. For the moment.
What's going on, Maya?
Asura will want me to report in alone. Sorry, it's company business.
You have a weapon to grind. I don't have time for this.
I might not be back for a few days on account of this.
Maya chews the inside of her cheek and reaches into her pack. She produces a sealed missive.
I'm supposed to handle this one alone. I won't ask you to come along or get involved.
At first it seems like she's looking down at Ashiza. In fact, Maya's looking down at her feet. I assume you'll find your way back.
Shouldn't be a problem. You leave a messy trail in your wake.
Maya grins at you, winking.
Your other bird friend can keep you company for a couple of days.
She nods to Palagina. Without missing a beat, Palagina makes a rude hand gesture in Maya's direction.
Go have fun. Chase a god, save an island, Do what you do best, Captain.
She nods encouragingly. Try not to get yourself killed.
Awfully sentimental of you to suggest it. I'll do my best.
She nods to you, holding her gaze for an extra moment before she clicks her tongue to summon Ishiza.
A word?
Well, in that case, let's return to this ship and grab Jody. Well, actually, while we're here, let's go speak to Itsura. I assume that he'll have dialogue since we didn't aid him at Pokokahara. And the quartermaster.
Good to see you again. I really wish I could, but maybe if you
Darn. I still can't look at our inventory. I don't think the Vallians had a unique merchant.
It's impossible to cheat at Hazatoa.
Clear skies.
You seem different from the rest of the Royal Deadfire Company.
How do you mean that?
Come on, you know exactly what I mean. He lowers his head, watching you all the while.
Are you making advances at me?
He still has not blinked. Lie, yes.
While I'm not opposed to casual assignations, I'm afraid my duties here leave me little time. Or energy.
He smiles sympathetically.
If that changes, I promise you'll be the first to know.
I restored the luminous Audra at Pokokahara.
That explains the rumors the Vallians are scaling up in Queen's Birth. I'd hoped you would stop them.
Oh, moderate negative. His expression doesn't change. We can feel his dissatisfaction like a shift in the temperature. Shrug.
Nevertheless, I'm more interested in reports the storms around the islands have cleared. What do you know of this?
He leans a little closer, his hands folded behind his back. Only that the storms are over.
You're being evasive. Yet the change in the storms and in the Audra cannot be a coincidence. Even if this isn't the outcome we'd wanted for Pokokahara, your observation is infinitely more valuable. Take this, and remember it the next time we call on you.
He hands you a purse. His expression is distant, as if he's still thinking about what you told him. We gain moderate. So we pulled neutral here.
We'd long suspected something unnatural was behind the storms, but we had little evidence.
The smile playing at his lips is that of a man who's seen the next 3 moves in a game of Hazatoa. Rauatai has played with terrible storms. You think there may be a connection?
Yes. If the storms that assail Rauatai have a similarly unnatural origin, then perhaps they too can be stopped.
He looks back up at you, his eyes bright with purpose.
And if that's the case, then there's more work to be done. Work that you might be able to help with.
Another silence passes as he regards you.
After all, somebody has to keep the peace in these tumultuous times, no?
He smiles, showing you all of his pointed teeth.
In any case, Hazanui Karu has a matter that could use your help. Her office is on the main floor behind the large double doors. It's most conspicuous.
He frowns a little. Very well.
He acts like he's gonna do one thing, then he does
I don't know why I
something
assumed
else.
that this quest
That's
failed.
called strategy. And don't you work for Atsura?
Yeah, I assumed the quest for the Royal Deadfire Company failed when we sided with the Vallians at Pokokahara. Turns out that's not the case.
Good to see you again. Maybe if you...
Atsura tells me you tamed the storms of Pokokahara.
She scratches her chin with the stem of her pipe, watching you with new interest.
Makes a person wonder what kind of secrets lie in Andra's mortar.
She takes a thoughtful puff on her pipe. Why do you say that? She grins, smoke curling between her teeth.
Don't tell me you've never gazed at a horizon and wondered at what lies beyond. Or seen a no trespassing sign as a challenge.
Mischief tugs her smile across her broad jaw. In that moment, she looks somehow younger. Yeah, I suppose I have.
That's the spirit.
She claps you on the back, her wooden hand clopping against your shoulder.
Rautai's storms have made us who we are as a nation. Hardy, driven, inventive. But they've also held us back. Forced our people to seek resources and livelihoods far from our homes and families. Imagine how much more we could achieve if we could control those storms.
Her bright eyes watch you for a reaction. A grand and worthy goal.
And one that will improve the lives of many.
Her jaw's tight with conviction.
The storms there cannot be natural. Not when they are so ferocious, so constant.
She motions to the window. A thin stream of smoke follows her gesture.
And your exploits at Pokokahara suggest that something else may be behind them. But enough of that for now.
She waves the smoke between you away. Atsura said you needed my help.
There's an understatement.
She knocks the bowl of her pipe against her wooden hand.
The trouble in Hasango forced us to send additional ships back to Rawatai to make up for shortfalls. And storms at home have delayed another portion of our fleet. This leaves us short-handed here.
She purses her lips with displeasure. I've got an expert crew and a ship that can handle anything out here.
I have no doubt. We're due to collect a special shipment for delivery to our port at Sayuka. We've contracted with a captain named Widla.
A flicker of distaste passes across her face.
Meet her, complete the trade, and take the cargo to Sayuka. Fleet Master Okaya is overseeing the development of some special projects there.
She takes a thoughtful draw on her pipe as she looks at you, seemingly deciding what to say.
She's one of the brightest minds in Rawatai, and it shows. You two will get along.
Her amusement manifests in the barest lift of her eyebrows.
Most of her work is, or should be, under wraps for now. But perhaps she can give you a taste of what we have to offer.
What's the shipment?
It'll be easier for Okaya to explain.
She puffs a thick cloud of smoke between the two of you. She doesn't break your gaze, but the effect is almost the same. Widla and her crew, who are they?
Good sailors with a fast ship and no mind for questions.
She chomps a little harder on the bit of her pipe. They're smugglers.
Along with half the population of this storm-tossed archipelago.
She shakes her head.
I understand you're cozy with the Principe. I've got no love for pirates, but that connection may serve you well here.
Well, why don't you send Widla's crew to Sayuka? Her laugh sounds like a grunt.
Let's just say, I'm not keen to invite them to a port where we're developing experimental technologies.
Forget I asked.
Any other questions?
It's important. I can handle it. What's next? Or what next?
Widla's agreed to meet our courier out at sea, away from the heaviest traffic.
She gestures on her map to the open water west of Nekataka.
This is her payment. We've already negotiated with her.
She hands you a purse.
Fleet Master Okaya will see to your compensation once you arrive with the cargo.
She watches you appraisingly. I guarantee Widlow's going to demand more money.
As a gold-packed knight, I trust you will execute this contract faithfully.
Absolutely.
Clear skies.
Let me ask you about something else. Oh, that's it. Alright, let's go grab Jody and go to the Luminous Bathhouse. So it does seem like the next quest isn't going to conflict between the VTC and the Royal Deadfire Company. Which is great news for me. Means I can do more quests and continue playing both sides. And keep getting paid. I'm not entirely sure who's going to sell Adrabon. I'm hoping it's this shop. We'll see.
Welcome back, stranger. If you have...
Let's go and buy this. Another summon item. Also, I never equipped this on Aloth. I do like the power. I'll give it to my main character instead. Indecisive is great. But I like more consistent effects. Also, let's go and level up her sickle and lantern. We do have enough for this at least. But I think I want her lantern upgraded first. Oh, and it doesn't take the Adrabon. Fantastic. It's not met. I have to upgrade it to fine first? Oh, so you do have to go in order. That's why it costs the same. You can't skip ahead. That makes more sense. Oh, that's really pricey then. That is very pricey. But +8 shield deflection is really good, so take it. We already got the Light of the Dawn Star upgrade. So I do raw damage against weakened opponents. By weakened, I mean less than 25% health. This will give her faster action speed when near a slain enemy. And it increases with religion. So I think, let's get Urgent Harvest. Sorry, I had something in my throat. And I guess we'll start upgrading this as well. Just so darn pricey. We're blowing through our money so quickly. I guess we don't have anything else to spend it on at this moment, except for a new ship. But again, I know we're going to take these to the end, so I'm fine with upgrading them for now. And let's level up Jody. Arcana and Religion. Yeah, we'll grab Triumph of the Crusaders and... Suppress Affliction.
Yeah?
Right.
You certainly seem to admire the luminous bathhouse, Aloth. It was made by animancers, of course.
And if they devoted all their efforts to such endeavors, you wouldn't hear me complain.
It is a wonder they manage at all without your wisdom and guidance.
Alright, I'm going to call it here. Next time we'll do the quest for the Vallian Trading Company, but for Director Castle. Yeah, Dirty Laundry. And then I do want to head to the Oathbinder Sanctum and rest there for Adair's weapon. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one.